Storytime is one of my favorite parts of being a librarian. It's really interactive with the kids. So I have 3 groups of story times. I do one for babies, one for 2-year-olds, and one for 3 and 4-year-olds. So I have the littlest kids, and they kind of grow up with me from birth on, which is really exciting. A lot of the purpose of it, really, especially with the younger ones, is not necessarily what they're getting in that moment, but the experience with the caregiver, be it parent, grandparent, babysitter, and the child. It's supposed to influence both of them. And then the caregiver takes that home, and these rhymes and songs and stories become part of their daily routine together. So the child is exposed to the beauty of language and the rhythm of it consistently all through the week, all day long, not just the half hour that they spend in story time. And I do think it really becomes part of family life, which is a great influence of the library to be a part of that. And I hear a lot of great stories from parents or grandparents who come back and say, oh, they did the wheels on the bus for the first time, or they made an itsy bitsy spider with their fingers. And then I get to see that in story time. It's so exciting. These kids who I've seen from birth, and the very first time they're listening week after week. And then they make a little spider, they clap along, and now you see it's all coming together. They're connected, they're part of the group. It's like, hey, I can participate, I'm part of this. It's a wonderful sight to see. It's magic every time you see it happen. There may be 30 kids in there and it happens at a different time for everyone, but it's magic every time for each kid. And then you see that evolve. Now they're singing, now they're dancing, they're getting really comfortable. And it's a social learning environment. It's a time to appreciate just the beauty of our language, what it sounds like, and you hear that over and over again, and then they want to hear more. Stories become a part of their life and their routine. It's imprinted in their little soul, and they can't get enough of stories and language and song. I just think it's a great way to start out a life, and I'm so pleased to be a part of that. And then you see the 3-year-olds and the 4-year-olds, now they're sitting a little more, their little faces are all lit up, they're watching, they're hanging on every word. And this is it's like theater, really. It's a live interaction and a small audience. I get to perform these wonderful books. I get to show them that the simplicity of the page still has a tremendous amount of value, still has a place in their life. And this artwork, this beautiful artwork that you see in children's books, and they're exposed to all of that up close. And I think that sets them on a journey of appreciation, collage and oils and pastels, and then they want to explore with that. They want to tell their own stories. It's the foundation of being able to communicate with other people, to take in a story, to tell your own story. And that starts with an itsy bitsy spider clapping along if you're happy and you know it. And you see that spark in the little ones. It's just a magic time.